PM Modi meets US Defense Secretary of State, US Defense Secretary James Mattis. 9 p.m. is the PM Rex Tillerson meeting. 1 a.m. Prime Minister Modi will be at White House. 1:20 a.m. IST will be Prime Minister Modi's meeting with Donald Trump. Then there will be delegation level talks at 1:40 a.m., which will be followed by dinner for the Prime Minister, which is going to be the first for any visiting foreign dignitary in the White House in the current Trump administration. Let's go across to our editor Niranjan, who joins us on phone right now. Niranjan, a very crucial meeting between Prime Minister Modi and US Defense Secretary happening right now.
Yes, as we speak, these are the first pictures coming in, the first engagement of the Prime Minister, and we'll also try and go across to Parikshit, who joins us live from Washington. But it's a very significant meeting given the developments over the last couple of hours. To tell you, first up, the White House sources have confirmed that as far as India is concerned, if you read that editorial, you will see very clearly, in what the Prime Minister had written, a very, very clear message on South China Sea. You will remember that, Sheetal, that in that op-ed, in that editorial that the Prime Minister, wrote for the Wall Street Journal, he did make it clear that as far as working with the U.S. is concerned, it is strategic. And they will talk about security challenges and they will handle them together. But in the context of General Mattis, who he's meeting right now, General Mattis is someone who's gone on record in the past to hail India. And he's quoted Prime Minister Modi several times in the past. This is on issues of Asia-Pacific region. And this was at the stage of the Shangri-La dialogue where U.S. Defense Secretary James Mattis quoted the Prime Minister and tried to sort of put his point regarding the freedom of navigation on in the South China Sea. If you read the editorial very carefully in the Wall Street Journal that the Prime Minister had written today, he also mentioned about the South China Sea and talking about the freedom of our seas and passages in the oceans. And as far as General Mattis is concerned, the man you see on your screens shaking his hands with the Prime Minister of India, General Mattis has gone on record in the past to say that he recognizes, that is, America recognizes India as a strategic partner and its role in stabilizing the region. So in that context, a very important meeting. We'll try and go across to Parikshit as he joins us live. But for now, I'm handing it back to you, Sheetal, as we stay with these pictures.
Absolutely. That is Prime Minister Narendra Modi with US Defense Secretary. And as we all know, that India and United States of America share a very robust defense relationship, a lot of defense cooperation going on between the two countries. And after years of deliberations, India and the US formally signed an agreement known as Logistics Exchange Memorandum of Agreement in Washington, D.C. last year during Indian defense, when the then Defense Minister Manohar Parrikar had visited the United States. And as per this agreement, that meant that there would be enhanced efficiency of joint military activities and operations launched by India and the United States whenever they decide to undertake. And also, the two countries will be able to avail access to each other's military facilities for various logistic supports during port calls, joint military exercises, military training, disaster relief operations, humanitarian operations, etc. So, a lot of military cooperation, defense cooperation going on between the two countries, United States and India.